Yeah, my name is Philip. I am from Germany, and I take photos for a living. I document things in the Islamic world, and I have traveled to many Islamic countries. And 9 years ago, it was my first visit to Iran, my first Shia country where I saw the first Shia communities, and I documented my first Ashura, which was the start for something really beautiful because I really liked the traditions, and I could really see this is something that I want to work on for a longer time. And now I'm here. I really like the story, like how Imam Hussein sacrificed himself for the cause, because he really believed in the cause and this ideology of standing up to a suppressor, which was Yazid. And I really like this idea that you would rather sacrifice yourself in your own life than just surrender to the evil, you know. So this is something that really appealed to me and that I really liked. And also what I really liked specifically about this Ashura that I attended in Iran is that people were so occupied with performing the rituals and their religion and the taziyah and all these rituals, and I found them really beautiful, like how people were so occupied with performing the rituals in such a peaceful and beautiful way, you know. And unfortunately in the West, in my country and in so many other Western countries, when we think of Islam and when we hear of Islam, we don't really have these beautiful images in our TVs, in our magazines, you know. So I was like, okay, I need to document this because it's very beautiful, and I want to teach my own people and my own, my audience in my country a bit about Islam, and this is also Islam, you know. I would say that me, as someone who was raised, I was raised in a very Catholic environment, Christian Catholic environment. I never had a connection to Islam, or specifically even to this kind of Islam, but I learned to appreciate it a lot. Like I told you, I really liked the spirituality, the beauty of it, how people were part of whatever they were doing, and I became a much more spiritual person that way. Like I can, without being born and raised in this kind of religion or Islam even, I can really connect to the beauty, like in a very spiritual way. I can very much connect to it, and yeah, I like it very much. My work focuses mostly on Islamic countries, so I visited a lot of Islamic countries, not so much outside the Islamic world actually. So I've never been to America, for example, like the whole continent of America, but I visited Islamic countries from Maghreb to Turkey to Sudan to Pakistan. Like for example, Pakistan and Afghanistan are two countries that I really, really like, especially Pakistan. They're really kind people, and you have so many of them in this country actually. And Pakistan is one of my favorite countries actually. والاربعين was a bit overwhelming because it's like 15 million people, like it's a lot of people. But I really like the fact that people from all over the world, not just the Islamic world, but from all over the world, they come together in Iraq to visit Imam Hussein and Imam Ali. And everybody is welcome. Like no one is asking like, where do you come from? Why did you come here? Everybody is welcome, and everybody gets hospitality, Iraqi hospitality. You get amazing food. You get to see these amazing places like Karbala and Najaf are such beautiful places that I really like to visit. Like I've been there so many times, and I will go there many more times. And والاربعين was a really beautiful experience, and I hope inshallah that I will go there very soon again. So what I learned when I did my first Ashura in Iran in 2014, I saw that there is not really a lot of books about Ashura, like specifically the month of Muharram or the day of Ashura. I didn't find a lot of books about it, so I want to be the first photographer who does a compendium, the project is to have a book that compares Ashura festivities in, if possible, all Islamic countries, to compare them, how they're different, what they have in common, you know, because there's so many different countries where they celebrate Ashura. And even within one country, like for example Iran, Ashura can look totally different in one city than in another city. So I want to take photos of these festivities and of the morning processions and see, you know, and put them in a book to show the people, okay, see guys, Ashura can be different in a million ways.